Alright guys, it's here, the patch notes. Unfortunately, I'd already made a video for today, so I'm going to post that because it's some really good games with Teferi and this patch notes video. And I'm probably going to have the Yangling video first thing tomorrow. Unless you guys really just want a triple upload. If you really want it, I'll give it to you. Just the Yangling will be much later. But I read some of the patch notes, and then I stopped myself so I could have like some genuine reaction to some of them. Not really sure how I feel about a lot of these that I read so far. So Yanling is going to be in this patch after the maintenance is over with. So I'm really excited about that. Can't wait to make a million decks with her. Sarah's Disciple 2-drop 2-1 is supposed to make the matchup better against Aggro. I don't see that at all. It's just like, this is kind of a nothing burger for me. Let's see. Jace Health to 27 is also kind of a nothing burger. Don't really think that matters. Teferi Acolyte going to a 2-4 is going to matter. It's going to hurt Teferi. Not sure how much, but it's probably going to be pretty significant. This not being able to block certain things and you know, being able to persist for a second block, it's definitely going to be impactful. Absorb going to 2 health heal, that's kind of a nothing burger for me. Scion becoming a 2-2 I think is actually really good for Nissa. I think that's actually a really pretty big buff to Nissa, to be honest with you. Let's see. All the Titans have reverted back to being 7 cost 7/7s. Or no, they're still 6 cost, but now they're 7/7s. Wow. Okay, the Titans are almost said broken, but like they're really good. Oh my goodness. Like now they're overstated. Oh baby. I was thinking about running Frost Titan and with the new Spellslinger, and now I'm really heavily considering it. This is literally a nod to the new Spellslinger in my opinion. Not that it just didn't see any play, but it's not a coincidence they decided to introduce this buff right after we get a slinger that cares about, you know, forms of evasion to proc card draws, right? That's not an accident. I was just working out when the patch notes dropped, and so I just hopped out of the shower. Supposed to meet my dad for lunch, and I told him I needed like 20 minutes to do this, so that's why I'm a little scattered here. But after you draw a card, it gets +1/+1. That's really good. It's definitely worth playing now. If it survives one turn, it's a 3-drop 2/3 flyer, so it's already good as Chapelgeist, and then one more draw after that, and it's just a better Chapelgeist. So this card's definitely good now. Winter Grip Mage being 2-drop 2/3 is super huge. This card will actually see play in probably everything blue now. Now that it actually trades against aggressive stuff. Like before, the problem was it's a 1/3, so you have to get in 2 blocks before you deal with most things anyway. And so like the Winter's Grasp that you get from it was like kind of like meh, you know. But now that you can actually block and potentially deal with 2 things, not just one thing, and get it, the Chill Wind is really cool. I don't know why I said Winter's Grasp, different game probably. Awoken Horror, we all saw this coming. 4-drop 5/4. Man, it's still really good. Like you can easily flip this on turn 3 with Raw, and it's still a beat stick. It's obviously not going to just beat opponents to death anymore. It's still good. Raw's still a house. This is the only change that they made, but it's a good hit. Wrong turn. Miracle cost 4. I don't know. Oh, it cost 4 less. Okay, yeah. So they made the Miracle on this better, which is important because it's all like no play besides Fringe. I knew they were gonna touch the Champion of the Parish because every time I ran this card just for fun, like the zombie mid-range video I had last week, I was saying like they need to increase the stats in some kind of way, and I do think this is correct because it could probably snowball too hard with it being on toughness, but with it going on attack, it just means that it uptrades faster, which I think is the most important thing. This becoming an 8/4 is like, it's kind of whatever because the math never worked out this way anyway. Like your opponent has some way to heal or, you know, something so often at the time that this, you know, exact combat math is just pretty irrelevant vast majority of the time. So this is a nerf that isn't going to change anything. Grim becoming an 8/7 doesn't change anything. That's not what makes Grim good. It's the stupid ability. Scab, I knew was going to get a nerf as well. I was hoping that they'd make it every 2 unspent mana he would get an upgrade, but they just made him a 1/1 from the start. Don't really think this is going to change much. Like, so now instead of being like a 9/7 with flying, reach, trample, sneak, it'll be a 8/6 or whatever. You know, like whoop-de-doo. Bag of Tricks, 2 charges to 3 charges. Okay, I like that. Just a little bit more value for the loss of tempo. Big fan. Oh, this is where I stopped before. Deal damage to a creature, to a random enemy creature equal to the power of the strongest from the creature. 3 mana, 2 mana. Yeah, this was needed. This is big needed. Might actually be able to run the class card now. Maybe. I'll try it. 3 mana, 2/1. Okay, so they recognize this is just too slow. And it's still too slow, but at least, you know, like it's fringe playable now. It wasn't playable at all. What? Oh my, can you say Gruul Chandra, baby? Minotaur getting a 4/3 is nuts. This is stupid. This is dumb. Anger's gonna really piss me off when they play this. And same thing with Nahiri. For 4, you could have a 6/3 with the dagger. You know, it's kind of crazy. I mean, it survives a lot more stuff now, and you never really play it on 3 anyway. I mean, it slows them down, but it makes Young Pyromancer a little bit more resilient at the same time. So it's more like a rework than I would argue a straight nerf, because now it survives Abrade, Shock, Sample, Drain Blood, and so on. So basically, I think they're just trying to make it to where Ral doesn't overwhelm so early, which I'm thankful for, but I still think Young Peasy is really good. It's definitely worse because you can't combo. You need 1 more mana to combo off, but adding the resilience and not just buffing it to 4 is a very interesting choice. What? This became a 4/4, dude? Oh, wow. Oh, wow. My Vivian deck might have just got a lot better. That's kind of cray-cray. This is changed to 3 charges. That's fine. What are they doing? What are they doing? This card's OP. This card is OP. Look at this thing. It's a 2-drop 3/3 that disarms traps. Now it just goes in every deck, so you don't even have to worry about if it's a Teferi meta. It just goes in everything that's green. It just goes in everything green. Oh my god, Treetop Lookout is broken. I agree with this. This isn't too bad. I mean, I don't really think it needed a nerf in the first place. That's crazy. This one's crazy. This is nuts. I can't stress that enough. Okay, they made this easier to kill. Okay. Like, cause this was the problem with the game. So they didn't hit conveyor belt. They didn't hit any of the reanimator stuff. Rawl justifiably got a bit slower. Teferi got a little bit worse, but the meta is like the same meta. It's just all the best decks aren't like, basically they just closed the gap between decks, but the meta is going to be the same. The meta is going to be exactly the same. It's going to be Reanimator Lily, Teferi, Rawl. Domri didn't get touched in any way. Yeah, we're just gonna have the same meta, and some of the like aggressive tools like Minotaur are better, and Treetop Lookout's gonna be a little bit better against Teferi. Not that you ever played it before you were gonna do something crazy anyway. Like, the stats isn't what made it good against Teferi in the first place. So we're just in for the same meta basically, and we're gonna see how much Yanling, you know, impacts the meta. But yeah, we're looking at basically the same thing. So be on the lookout for the Teferi video today. The games are super fun, so I'm still gonna post it. I wasn't expecting anything until the beginning of February, like they said. It's the 31st. Yeah, the games are really fun, so please watch that. I had a lot of fun with those games. And I have this patch notes video coming out today, and I don't know, man, when I get back from lunch with my dad, I might just do a triple upload. I really don't know if I can resist not uploading this, but if I upload it at a weird time, I don't know how the views are going to go, and that's kind of like my motivation is when the views go well. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think about the patch notes. Let me know what you think they missed. I think this patch note is the first one that's off the mark a bit, but it's not bad. You know, like, it's not like I'm just, you know, I'm trying to give like the realest take I can and not just be a, you know, yes man for these guys. But I mean, it's not bad, but there's a few things they missed. I think conveyor belt needed to go to 4. to just not let them go so crazy so early. And I think Teferi either needs to go to 4 traps, 2 draws, or back to 3 and 1, because it's way too easy for Teferi to 1-for-1 you and then get a +2 out of it, you know. And then they don't have to 1-for-1 if the It's Alive or Call the Wind or the guard one. So it's just like the soldier one. So yeah, Teferi's still at the top. I think Raw's still at the top. The Young Peasy and the I don't even run the Young Peasy in the control version of Raw that I run, and that deck's really good. So yeah, we're just in for the same meta, guys. We're gonna see if the top decks got tweaked just enough that the other decks can close the gap, and then maybe we can have an even more, like maybe as diverse of a meta, and just the win rate of the other decks go up a little bit and the win rate of the best decks go down a little bit, and try and even the playing field, which I respect. But this is a nothing burger, and this is like really close to a nothing burger. I mean, this is definitely going to hurt them, don't get me wrong. Like, it'll make Teferi worse against mid-range, but it's not going to impact the people that love to play Teferi are going to play him anyway. So thank you for watching, and I might even see you later today. I don't know.